So you want to bring in more revenue into your business next month. You want to increase your sales, your cash flow. And so normally what we do is we jump into selling our main thing. We start talking about it more and we start kind of doubling down on the main thing. And where we come into like sort of a brick wall where we're like, working really hard. I'm showing up really consistently. I'm doing all the sales things. Why aren't sales increasing? What's going on? How can I increase and build some sales momentum? When our audience isn't hot or primed or ready for us to just kind of double down on the main thing, what we tend to do is, first of all, we think, well, it's my main thing. So it makes the most sense to sell it. Usually our main thing tends to be one of our highest ticket items. If you have a group coaching program or if you just have a main service that you provide that you're sort of known for, you think, well, that's what I should sell, right? It's the main thing. So if your audience again isn't primed, isn't ready for that thing, what tends to happen obviously is sales don't increase and you think, well, okay, I guess I'm not doing enough. So we start doing more, pushing harder, right? And when we don't get that payoff with getting more sales or having more people reaching out or more people engaging or more people excited, we double down, we work harder, we start working longer hours, we put in more time, we sneak away after dinner, right? We're just like, what else can I do? Just one more thing, one more thing. And it's sort of like this business spiral that we do. Your audience can sniff it a mile away. They can sense the dollar signs in your eyes. They can feel the desperate sales energy that you tend to exude when this happens. And what it really comes down to is that if you're not truly selling the thing that you're really excited about, if you can hear squeaking, I'm dog sitting for my sister. I got a little guy in my office with me. Um, if you're not truly like excited to sell that offer, like if you're just selling more, doubling down on this offer because it's the main thing, because you want more sales, but you're not actually fully all in on selling that offer right now, it will fall flat. And when your energy is lacking behind your sales, behind your messaging, and you're not like really selling from this place of, enthusiasm and passion and conviction, if you're not really excited to talk about and sell this thing, your energy falls flat and then your sales fall flat. No one wants to follow a parked car, I always say. So if your energy is parked, people aren't going to hop on board. And so you end up selling less than you think you should or that you thought you would. And then doubt starts to creep in and you feel like there's something missing, something wrong with your offer, with your messaging, with you. It creates insecurity, like you're not doing enough. And you can see this spiral, right? You can see this kind of vicious circle that we end up rolling into. And so what can we do about that? What can we do to build some sales momentum when we want to have an increase in sales? And even if it is that, yeah, you want to start selling more of your main thing. Here's what I would do. Here's what I would do. What if instead you just sit down, take a few minutes, like take a breath, walk away from your business for a minute, grab a piece of paper, grab a notebook, grab a coffee, grab a tea, sit out in the sunshine. It's winter here. Sit on the couch, park yourself like a cat in the sun, and really ask yourself, what would I be really excited to sell right now? What if I could sell anything in the world? I didn't care about the outcome. I didn't care about how much money it made, how many people said yes. What could I sell that I'm really excited about right now and that I'm really lit up about that would feel really easy for me and really fun? What would that be? And so this could be a freebie. This could be a resource. This could be something that you've been working on with clients that keeps coming up and you keep, helping them through it. Could you create a masterclass, a document, a podcast, like just something that would feel really easy to implement to action and to start selling today? What would feel easy and fun? Because if you want to build momentum, it really comes down to what can you get behind? That is going to allow you to show up in a whole different way. Let me tell you a story. So after our Becca and I hosted our retreat, one of our clients is sells makeup, and it's sort of secondary to their main offer. And I come from selling makeup, skincare. I spent a decade in network marketing, and that was my thing. Um, that was something that she needed support with. How can I sell more makeup at my appointments? And so it sort of spiraled, if you've been following us on social media, into I gave her some feedback. I sort of had to take a second and think, okay, my gosh, it's been a while since I've even thought about selling makeup and products, but it's so easy for me. It's so second nature because I did it for so long and I was quite successful. And so I was able to help her. I gave her some tips. She implemented that night, like in her DMs that night, made insane sales, went home, had crazy results in her next week at home with her clients. Like it just absolutely changed the game for her, built her confidence, her excitement to sell those products, and is now going to bring in this entirely new revenue stream. And it's going to be quite impactful on her bottom line in her business for the remainder of this year. I mean, and moving forward in general. So that was something I sort of thought, okay, well, what if I just like hosted a master class for all the other women in her industry that are in our community already? Because I could do that with my eyes closed. You could tell me to show up this afternoon. I've got an hour, like go get cute. You got an hour and you've got to teach about makeup sales at in-person appointments. Done, easy. And it was so fun. And it was so just like it ignited something in me because it's so second nature. I didn't have to blink twice. It was like, yeah, of course, I got this. I got you guys. I can help you with this. And so that built some excitement because I got to sell something that felt so natural and easy. There was people excited about it. Is it part of our regular brand? Is it something that we normally talk about? No, but we help clients with it all the time behind the scenes. So it just made so much sense to put it out there as this one-off offer, and was a really great way to have new people experience our coaching more on the business side of coaching rather than the money side, which we do both of. It got them to have an experience of our coaching. It got us into excitement and momentum. It got new eyes coming in. It got new clients, new revenue. It brought out a whole other sort of energy within me of like, right, I forgot I have this like such powerful skill set that I've sort of forgotten about, and it's so relevant to sales in general, and what we help our clients with in any industry. So it just built some momentum in our industry, in our business, that if I had said, well, we don't teach product sales specifically, so putting a master class out to our audience might be confusing for them, we would have missed out on this amazing opportunity to support and help people we're equipped to help. And that now has spiraled into women jumping into our membership. That has spiraled into people asking us about our private coaching. That has spiraled into so many other things because it built momentum. Because it was, I'm going to use, the kind of cliche term, but it was truly like in alignment with what we do, which is profit strategy for business owners. We help you combine money skills with your business strategy based in data so you can make more money. So when you are learning how to sell, you need to sell in business and you need to have money skills. And so many of our business owners, I'm going to go down a side road here, but so many of the business owners that come to us, they're like, I just need to sell more. But when you get down to the bottom of it, they're just not sure what to do to increase sales. They're not sure which of their offers they should lean in on. They're not sure how to market themselves properly on social media. They're not sure which is their next best step to create momentum in their sales. And so they double down on their main thing because it makes the most quote unquote sense. And sometimes to build sales momentum, to build momentum in general in our business, we need to start with us. We need to start with what's truly going to ignite you so that you can show up more confidently, which is going to make you a more magnetic, attractive offer to the people that you serve. So I want you to first think about, like, a race should, right? A race should, but what would excite you? What would feel easy and fun for you to sell next? Is it a membership? Is it a low ticket $7 thing? The amazing thing is that if we take the dollars away from it and we focus on service and getting results for the people we know we can help, that is going to do more for your bottom line in 60 to 90 to 6 months to a year than just trying to double down on your one main offer because it's the thing that you think is going to bring you the most results. You have to be sold yourself. You have to get excited. You have to have energy and passion behind your offers. That is what's going to build momentum in your business. Your confidence is everything. Your conviction is everything. And you have to be all in. If you expect your audience to be all in, if you expect your clients to be all in, it comes from you being all in. They're going to be a mirror for you. When I was a fitness instructor, the person who taught my course that I took, she said, you've got to be like big, like you got to do big movements. If you're doing jumping jacks and you're like, half doing them, they're going to quarter do them. Right. She's like, you have to be so exaggerated and they will do half of what you do. So if you are really, really exaggerated, people are going to step up. If you're sort of shying away and doing these like rinky dinky jumping jacks, the people in your class are going to do even rinkier dinkier jumping jacks. And so I want you to think about that example when you're thinking about your energy behind your offer. If your energy is exaggerated and passionate and so sold and so bought in and full of conviction, your audience is going to meet you about halfway there. And so if your energy is sort of half energy and you're just kind of like, this would be great, rather than like, you need to do this thing, your audience is going to have half the energy. They're going to meet you not even halfway. So that is what's going to help you create sales momentum. That is what's going to get your audience bought in and to take action and to start paying attention. And remember that people are watching you that you don't even realize are watching. And they're not going to say anything for 3 months, 6 months, a year. And so you have to trust that those people are there and that you're nurturing them, and you're not going to get any evidence that they're watching. You have to believe that they're there because they are. They really, really are. But if you quit before they show up, they're going to go find someone else. So building sales momentum starts with you. It has nothing to do with the offer. It has everything to do with you and your energy and your conviction behind the offer that you're selling. You do not need to sell your main high ticket thing to create more revenue for your business. That is not necessarily your next best move. And I'm going to kind of double down here on back to data. When you know your numbers, when you know how much money is coming in, what's going out, how your offers sell, what each offer brings in revenue, when you can look at that data, it's going to make it so much more clear for you what the low-hanging fruit is. So if you need some quick cash injections, knowing your numbers and being able to look back over, what did you sell last year? What months were high? What months were low? Why? What were you doing? Where was your energy at? What were you promoting at the time? What did you promote the month before that might have built some momentum into that high sales month? There's so much data that comes from knowing your numbers that we can then implement into your business strategy to help you decide what's best to sell next. So that is why we preach and why we're so passionate about having you know the power of knowing your numbers. The power that comes behind money management and money skills when it comes to growing your business is priceless. So I'm going to wrap this up with, we are opening the doors to a course that was when I was solely business coaching before Becca and I became business partners. I ran this course and it was my my favorite course that I had ever run. I was the most proud of it. The women that joined that course got so many, they just learned so much. They were so bought in. They were so, I don't even know the word. I don't even have the words. It was such a game changer. And I'm so proud of that course and what we were able to do inside of it. And so basically what we are doing is bringing back Idea Offer Launch. And so this is an opportunity for you to learn how to take these amazing ideas for offers that you have out of your notes app, out of your notebook that you've been planning and thinking about and coming up with these great ideas for, and then just putting them aside for someday. This course is all about helping you go from idea to mapping out the offer to launching it fast. Inside, we are going to teach you what assets for the offer you actually need to be able to start selling it the day that the idea comes to you. Becca and I have shared many times before that when we decided to host our very first in person retreat, we made the decision one morning out of the blue. And Becca said basically, hey, I know we have all this stuff on our to do list today, but like, I have to tell you that last night I just got really excited about this idea of a retreat that we've been talking about. And I mapped it all out and I got really inspired. And I really think that we could do this. And I said, well, stop, let's clear the deck and let's lean in on this today and see where it goes. And so we spent the morning mapping out the details that we absolutely needed to be able to start selling it. And that afternoon, we sold our first 2 spots in that retreat. Imagine we had said, okay, well, let's revisit this another day when we have less on our to-do list. Let's table this because we've already got stuff going on. We followed the energy, we followed the passion, and we only needed a few details to be buttoned up in order to start selling with confidence and integrity. But we did not need to have the retreat planned out start to finish before we started to sell spots. And so that's what we're covering inside this course. We're going to help you take that idea, gather just the right amount of details you need to put the offer out into the world. And then behind the scenes, we're going to build that offer out as you're selling spots. So that's what we're going to teach you. We're going to talk about pricing. We're going to talk about putting the offer together, how to map out your courses, what type of offer you could create, how to market different types of offers, high ticket, low ticket, master classes, private coaching. We're going to map out everything you need to know about offers and how to market them and how to sell them and how to do it quickly. So definitely come over to Instagram if that's something that is going to serve you in 2025. If you are somebody who tends to sit on ideas instead of taking action on them and you want the accountability of somebody showing you what you actually need to be able to start selling faster and with more confidence, you need to get inside that room. So come over to Instagram. We're definitely going to be talking about it all this week over there, and check out the link in our bio for more details, or shoot us a DM if you have some questions and you want to see if it's a good fit. We can definitely have that conversation with you. And I'm just so excited to see who hops in. We've already got some women that have hopped in behind the scenes. It's just going to be so much fun. It's going to be a 4-week program, but details are coming over on Instagram. So we'll see you there.